My dog, ay, 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 my dog, ay, 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 my dog, ay, 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 my dog, ay, ay, get the fuck in there, buck, 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 get the fuck in there, buck, 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 my dog, ay, 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 my dog, ay, 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 my dog, ay, 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 my dog, ay, ay, get the fuck in there, buck, 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 get the fuck in there, buck, 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 buck.
Big shout out to Flex. Yo, Flex, man. Greatly appreciate you wisely debunking Lori in that last video. I'm definitely gonna sift through my emails and try to figure out where you sent it. And, you know, I really got to give you a huge shout out, Flex, man. You didn't have to make any comments whatsoever, but the way you put it, you put Lori to shame. Greatly appreciated, man. So this video is dedicated not just to you, but to inform people who used to be the nice guy. Let's get it. What up? This is a viewer request. I've been sent quite a few emails, and it is my apologies for not getting back to you quickly. I have so many projects that I'm working on, but let's just get to the point of this. The first step in recovery for the nice guy, and I'm going to just get to the point, and I'm going to show you how to follow these steps, how to execute it, and implement it, and make it stick. The first step in recovery when dealing with women is to erase all the damn numbers. Get them out of your phone. Erase the female's number that has blatantly ignored you. Yep, I said it. All of them. Every last one of them. The stuff that makes you, what holds you back. The stuff that holds you back in life are the things that you cannot let go. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Look, most of the time, the reason why we become simps is due to the lack of training. You see, players are made. Simps are born. Got it? I don't know if that is a quote from anyone in particular, but that's the way it is. I don't know if that's a quote, but that's how I feel. Due to YouTube and the many positive words that were said, the manosphere is so dear and near to me. One person in particular that I really do suggest that you look up is Black Ram 313. He has a separate channel, but please look up Black Ram. When you listen to what he has to say, your soft side of wanting to call back females will be obliterated. You will no longer do that anymore. You see, the problem with the simps and the problem and the first step within the recovery is understanding your value. What if I told you, or what if this scenario happened? What if at a flash of a second, the world had changed. And there are no longer any females on this earth. What would you do? Okay. Would you continue on living and trying to survive? Or would you destroy yourself? Or, in fact, an even deeper question, what happens to your chemical makeup if this scenario happened? Absolutely nothing. Okay? You're going to have to live out the rest of your life, much like every man on that planet, and perish, unless there's a different way to create people. Now, that deep analogy should open your eyes on today's current predicament. I discovered on YouTube that within the caves of certain places on this earth, there has been civilizations that was here. And within those caves, there were handprints, and they're all female handprints. And there were drawings of lions, but they were all female lions. And people suggest that what happened during the previous civilizations was that they got rid of all of the males. Or the males had to go to fight this death fight where all of the males had been obliterated. And so, as you've seen, their civilization had perished because one without the other, you cannot have a civilization. Now, I'm not suggesting that that is what's happening in this current situation, but simp, but guy who's listening, but guy who I used to be, guy who I used to be like. You have to understand that the dime or the triangle or the paradigm has shifted, okay? So it used to be like this, but it has shifted to the triangle is on its tip. Now what happens is it is on its way back, but we are on that course. So what I suggest you do is like Noah's Ark, even though we don't have a companion with us. I suggest you build up your ship. I am building up my ship. I am building up my strength. I am building up my artwork. I am behind you. There is a whole wall of Post-it notes, but there are in an order, and I've been slowly taking them off. The only thing that is holding me back, truly, is finishing this book. And when it's finished, which I'm in no rush to finish because I'm enjoying the craft. I am enjoying the scrapings of it. Every scraping of it is a piece of the, probably not hatred, but anger, or piece of the non-understanding of this planet. Every piece of it goes into the scrape, goes into the craft. Now, let's go backwards. You need to erase the numbers of females who are not calling you back. You need to not talk to the females who are not calling you back. And don't think of the females who are not calling you back. People have told you this before, what I'm about to tell you. Women come a dime a dozen, they're like, hey, every bus stop, here comes one. But the simps believe that this is the only bus en route. This is the only opportunity to jump on the bus, which is understandable because the simp probably has been waiting for a while. You have to understand that waiting a long time is a very positive thing. You get way better results in the end. And so the simp, with his sad life, gets onto the bus that is rickety, wheels are falling off, bad paint job, and expects you to take care of the maintenance. And that is where we have to correct this manner and to let people know that do not subdue to the things that are first given to you. You see, the simp is kind of like the rat in the wheel, okay? And the only thing that separates the simp from a real man or an alpha, in my opinion, is a rat who is not running on that wheel. The wheel is the woman, okay? It's a simple analogy. You see, when you stop running on the wheel, okay, what happens is you step outside of that and you find different things that make you happy. Once you find that, that wheel will no longer become of the necessity of what you need. And you will soon see that that wheel will be fun at your leisure or whenever you want to go onto the wheel. But it will not be your only desire. You see, the problem with the simp is that the wheel also has cheese attached to the end. A made up in your head cheese. This cheese is very poisonous, yet it looks very beautiful. It looks very temptatious. Erase the numbers. Don't call them back. Find something to do. You have heard this from their mouths themselves, okay? Find you something to do. The funny thing is that the majority of females who say this aren't doing anything but pruning away. You see, when a female rejects you in this current society, you should shake their hands. What they're doing is telling you, I am a problem. I will cause you severe issues. All right? I will make your life a living hell. And you will not have your own individual space. You got it? You need to look at life differently. You see, you create your own anger and it starts to build up back here. You know that rage? You know, that's you, dude. I know you're like, it's her. She rejected me. No, listen. In today's day, it is anew. None of this has been done before, all right? Where everyone is kind of free. We are literally out of the waters, all right? Now, when you're out of the waters, if you are a fish or a bird who dives in and is out of the water, you have people who like to go back underneath all of that. You know, me, I'm soaring high. I'm not going underneath that water. Okay, if I'm hungry, yeah, but, imagine if the fish are females and the birds could get food magically in the sky. Just an analogy. Well, I wouldn't do that. I would just straight up be in the sky. Like, forget that old stanky fish. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You know, every once in a while you'll see a fish jump up and you can maybe catch her every once in a while, but it's not of major value. You see, the problem with you is that you hold these females within an imaginary value that cannot be of physical presence. Take, for instance, this. Here we have a beautiful young lady, all right? Very beautiful. Now, I would never personally holler at this female. Why? Okay, here we go. You see, the females of today have resorted back to animal-like tendencies. In the wild and in the jungle, the zebra or the gazelle or whatnot, who has the biggest rear, wink, wink, and gets the multitude of resources. And so the females not only have backwards mentality and has, pretty much soured their whole mental process, and also makes it apparent that they only think like animals. Right? Thus, the reasons why thugs get what they get is because they are the only ones approaching and trying to prove their worth towards these particular females. You don't want to be in that predicament. You don't want to be the guys who are propelling her childlike mentality. You see, when a woman dresses provocatively, it speaks volumes. Alright? Volumes. There are females who will defend these women and say that what they're wearing and what they're putting on doesn't justify and show who they truly are. Well, that's wrong. It's clear that they're no good. There should be like 20 red flags behind you telling you not to mess with this female. So I'm going to stop it right there because my life is amazing right now. The energy that is within me and I'm putting within my work is, yes, so amazingly due to the rejection. Take the rejection and compress yourself within a diamond. And then, within a moment's time, you shall shine. You will dig your own self up out of the muck. It is your time. It is up to you. It is not up to no one else. It is up to you. And I'm telling you this right now. You have to pay attention. For the 4 guys who emailed me, you have to pay attention. Do not, I repeat, do not call a chick back the 2nd or 3rd time. She's not interested. Be cool with that. Because, to be honest, nice guys, we've done quite a bit of rejection ourselves. To the fugly muffin tops. And the females who have no shape whatsoever. Be honest, guys. We are doing the same thing, yet not the same thing. Be cool with it. Let it trickle off of your shoulder. Water off of a duck's back. You know, keep it real. Who gives a damn? Even if you got her, you wouldn't be any better off than you were now. So better yourself. Get better.